Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy. Welcome back to another project run through. Today we're in one of our favorite neighborhoods up in Woodstock. We're in Town Lake, and I swear to God, we're in this neighborhood at least once or twice a week. It is a beautiful house. These folks have been here for probably 5 or 6 years now, and they struggle like most homeowners in Atlanta do finding a good contractor. It's a nightmare. There's lots of lawsuits, there's lots of promises, and most of these guys out here today, honestly, like what happened for this homeowner before, is they'll sell a job and then they'll go find people to do the work at the lowest price. And so you're dealing with subs of subs. The work isn't good. You as a homeowner normally don't know the quality. Doing some of the repairs here are really hard to find anybody even do it. It's gonna be hard to see it in the rain here, but that top window sash right there, the mullion and the frame are rotted, and every other contractor in Atlanta is gonna tell you gotta replace the whole window. We can actually repair the window. We've got master carpenters on staff. My brother's one of them, and we do this stuff in our sleep. We do it every day. And so the things you'll see, this house is typical of so many of them that we work on in this neighborhood, where the repair issues are all the same. These houses are spray painted, they're not caulked properly, and you start to see the details after a few years. So in this window up here, the boys will repair that bottom sash and frame, and the top sash, the bottom portion of the sash is rotted and frame. So they can make that repair, make all the wood right here on site. And you start to see what happens. So if you look at this window, if you see that little line, the smaller piece on the top edge of it right here, that's a window mullion. We make so many of these things. I just left a bid earlier today where the homeowner was told he's got rotted mullions all over the house, and the contractor tried to sell him all new windows for $40,000. He ended up with a bid, I haven't written the number up, but I think it's about $2,000 to just repair the windows, and then he's good as gold again. So he's got a little rotted mullion in this window right here, and the problem with mullions is the same problem with trim. A lot of this replacement wood, or even new wood from the factory, it's only painted with what you see. And so that little piece of window mullion has 6 edges. It's got 1 on each corner, and then 4 faces, 2 top and bottom that you see, and 1 at the bottom of the sash and 1 at the back of the window that you don't see. Because those aren't painted and primed and the windows don't get caulked down here, the water gets behind and it rots them all out. So that's what happens. They've got the same repair issue starting in this window right here. This mullion needs to be replaced. And if it's let go, when you come around to the front of the house, you'll start to see some of the other repair issues. This window up here, the left frame is rotted up here in this window. And again, I apologize for the video. It's raining today, and we're just getting out to get bids for people. You can sort of see, if you look close in the video, the wrinkling in this corner triangle is a dog ear. This fascia board right here, if you look, you'll see what looks like a line across the top of this fascia. That's all rotted out, and it goes around to the corner. Same thing on this window over here. In fact, in this window right here, can you see the black at the bottom right there? I'll see if my camera could come in for you. See that right there? You go. See that wrinkling? If you put your finger in there, it'll go right through. And that's all just because it's failed caulk. Hate it. Keeps us busy. This left fascia up here around the corner is rotted. And then when you get to these front windows, this is a stucco house, so it's hard stucco, but it's synthetic stucco details. And so literally they take foam and then they put a finish over it, and this is called drive it. So you can see where people have hit it. They put ladders against it. Here in this corner, all this water is actually leaching into the house right now. So it needs to be repaired. Again, we see the wrinkling behind. You see the frame is rotted here. I can start to put my finger through. And this is one of the things that we talk about, where someone has come back at one point in time, they replaced this brick mold with vinyl, so this won't rot anymore, but it's because it's trapping moisture behind it, it's rotting behind it now. Excuse me. You can see where the window is just starting to rot here. These are air stapled and they were never caulked properly. It's all these little lines that start to cost you money. Where stuff was never caulked, it's starting to absorb the water, and it ends up getting to this point. So here's a wooden piece. Now normally we would just piece in down here somewhere, angle cut it, back prime this piece, and replace with wood. You want wood for the very reason of what we just showed you over here. Contractors want to sell you vinyl, they sell it as an upgrade. You don't want vinyl in your house in Georgia. You just don't, period. Because, just what I showed you here, this will never ever rot to let you know that we got a problem. The caulk is gonna fail as it did here, and what it leads to is now a more expensive repair. This inside frame is wood, and it's gonna rot. Trim is sacrificial. You want it to go bad, so you can call us for a $90 or $120 repair, versus something like this that it'll never rot, it'll warp, it'll split, it'll fade, it'll crack, But vinyl's just bad for your house because, so like here, if the nose was vinyl, which it's not, see where the caulk has failed all the way through? That's what starts to cost you money. Same thing over here. This piece was actually repaired probably right before they bought the house, and someone skimmed all this rotted wood out with putty. You can see where the caulk fails as you go up. See the black? So here on the center window, we'll replace both sticks. We'll use back primed wood. It'll be primed and sealed on all sides. If it ever rots again during your lifetime, you call us, we fix it for free. Lifetime warranty on all of our repairs. On hardy plank, it's transferable. This left window is the same issue. We'll end up replacing the stick, but when you get in here, now you're into frame issues as well. See right back here? I can put my finger through it. So on a window like this, it's the right side brick mold. We'll replace the whole stick. We'll cut and repair this frame. But these are the issues that start costing you money right here. And when you go up on these windows, these here are pretty good shape. I'm not gonna be able to get the upper windows right now because of the rain. When you come over to the left side living room right here, you can see the condition of the window right here. We're the only company in town that'll repair that window. Everyone else is gonna replace it. We can have them made too. If your window seals are blown, you got that fogginess in the glass itself, we can actually replace those. We manufacture them and can usually turn those around in a day or two. So this window here, we're repairing the rotted mullion and repairing the rotted sash. We'll give him a separate vid later on to come back and save these windows. Like here, he's got some rot in the lower sash just because the caulk failed. You can again see the damage in the drive it where someone put a ladder. That's what this is. They put a ladder against it to paint the windows. The center window's in pretty rough shape too. We'll replace this mullion. And you can see what happens. I mean, he's not gonna get mad at me for doing this, but here's a piece of a mullion that was up top. And you see where the back side of it, it's dirty, but it's never been painted. Just the two faces, and that's what ends up rotting out for you. And then if you're a homeowner, look for the black on your house. Like in here, this should be caulked and sealed because all that water's getting behind it, and guess what? This is Georgia. It's gonna cause mold, it's gonna cause rot, and it's gonna bring termites. This center window is the same thing. We'll replace this whole stick. We'll replace this rotted mullion right here into the corner and across the bottom. You can see where someone made this, and this is again the problem. This piece has been replaced with vinyl. Whoever the carpenter was made a horizontal cut right here and repaired the frame. I guarantee you if I pull this piece off, it's never been back primed and sealed on the other faces, and this horizontal cut is going to trap all the moisture that comes down. See where the caulk has failed? And this is going to rot out again. My little doggy friend in there. Left window is the same thing. If you're a homeowner, don't get talked into putting vinyl on your house like this. This is a vinyl replacement piece. Now the inside frame is starting to rot. On this window itself, we've got a rotted mullion here. We've got another rotted mullion here. And on this window, we're actually gonna have to get into the frame. See right here? Into the sash itself, we'll have to make a repair. It's rotted in the corner. We love these projects. We stay so busy, it's crazy. It's me and my brother and a team of 30. We're all over the metro Atlanta area. And people don't realize, this is the problem that we have. Someone will call us out to fix a rotted wood like that, and then they forget, well, we do kitchens and bathrooms, we do painting, we do tile work, we do minor electrical plumbing. We pretty much do everything. Down here, most of these windows are in good shape. The doors at the basement are rotted on both sides of the frame. And again, you can see that. Someone's come back at one point and replaced this piece of trim up here, but they did it with wood. But where the flashing failed right here, you can see the rot in the corner. So we'll come in and just repair that piece. If you got a house like this, try to keep 2 feet clear all the way around your house. It's gonna save you a lot of headaches, a lot of trouble. On this left side window right here, again, you can see what happens. This is a perfect example. They replaced this left piece with vinyl, and now the inside right here, see the wrinkle? Now the inside frame is rotted because the caulk failed behind it. See the black line? So it's wonderful that you have this vinyl, it's never gonna go bad. Now your inside window is gonna rot. Here we can repair this mullion right here. This is rotted through, and it's just starting to get into the sash right here. See where I'm pushing right there? So my brother will cut a piece out, back prime and seal. You'll never know it was there. Again, you can see the wrinkling up here. On a top piece like this, we'll replace the whole piece because we really want to replace this flashing as well. The flashing should end about over here. It should extend 1.5 inches, 3/4 of an inch beyond the edge of this molding right here. And once you see this wrinkling on your house anywhere, I can push my hand right through it. And you'll see that in Georgia a lot. You'll see where flashing's cut short. It's like that on probably 95% of the houses that we work on. If you look at the second story window right here, this window, I'm not gonna be able to zoom in too well just because of the, a little bit. See the wrinkling? So just as soon as you see that wrinkling, it lets you know that the window shot out. Back here, they've tried to run some foundation drains to get the water away from the house. Didn't do a really good job. They added this piece right here. And this is a problem in general in Georgia, is that any pipe that you're gonna put underground should be straight pipe. This, they've got a filter fabric on it. You can see it's got holes to drain back out. But you see what happens with them? Totally clogged up and filled. And part of that's been because this is washed out and kind of circled around it, but it actually doesn't work anymore. So we've been out here for, God, over 25 years now in Atlanta. You can reach us at 770-912-2829, or you can catch us in the office at 770, you can catch me directly sometimes at 770-265-9017. I'm Andy. See you at the next house. Bye for now.